Hello and welcome back. It is a fantastically sunny, beautiful day here in Tennessee, and I will be spending most of the day outside as soon as my child wakes up. I'm very excited about it. I come alive when it's not cold outside, when I actually can be in the sun and not freeze to death. It is just something magical about it. I am a firm believer of the sun recharging your batteries and as such, because we are electrical beings, and going outside barefoot, because as soon as it gets warm enough, I don't ever wear shoes either, for the most part. Weird note on that. I had a thought one time. I was like, what if, because we don't know, what if shoes at some point in our history were these of today? You know what I mean? Weird random thought I've had before, but I thought about it a lot because connecting to the earth is so much for your body energetically, like holistically, moving right along. I have started a fast, which I'm very excited about, because I have not fasted food. This is fasting food. I have not fasted actual food in years because I got pregnant and then I nursed. But then I had the realization the other day, I'm not nursing. So I don't have to eat if I don't need to. Not like in that kind of way, but at the same time, like, I love fasting just for the reset that it gives my body. It's a whole nother level, and everything just feels more clearer. My body just has a chance to like detox and heal other parts instead of focusing on digesting food. Fasting is incredible, and if you've never done it, I highly suggest it. I'm starting out only with I think I'm gonna do 2 or 3 days of fasting, just liquids. I'll just have liquids. But it was the start of my whole health journey, was fasting. So I love going back to it because then I can start reincorporating foods again and like really be in tune with my body and what it needs and whatnot. So I'm gonna be fasting, and I'm doing it now, and I haven't eaten anything today. And it's hard. It's hard as crap because you have to kind of like rewire your brain. Oh yeah, I'm not eating. Oh yeah, like what do I do with the time that I usually would be eating? So many things. Something I wanted to talk about today, again, happened to me today, and it's been happening more and more recently. And I feel like a lot of people are kind of on the same wavelength about this. And to get right to the point, don't waste your time. Stop wasting your time on people that will not invest their time and energy right back into you. I call them energy vampires because that's essentially what they are. I feel like everybody has in their life that person that comes around whenever they need something, and then you don't hear from them ever again, or until they need something again. Whether that's just an emotional need, a physical need, whatever. And we all can be it. So you might be it for someone else. But I think this stems from the severe lack that we have in our culture and society within relationships. Because I think that we are meant to be close to a small, tight group of people, and we're not meant to be everything for everyone at all times, because those people that are being everything for everyone at all times are the ones that are burned out, and the ones that usually come to the people with a little bit of a higher vibration and become the energy vampires when they're bleeding themselves dry in another way. It's part of our society and cycle of life, especially as Westerners, that has just gotten worse and worse, I think. And I feel like it gets even worse when you get older, especially because your life gets so busy and things become so important, like the 9 to 5, providing for your family, you know, growing your small business like I am, taking care of your kids, like taking care of your family, just all of it just gets worse and worse. And it's one of those things that I just like hate so much, but it's one of those questions that I've had of how do we really fix it? And I think all of our problems in the world can be fixed if people just start looking internally and start understanding their worth and their value on a different level, and not giving their energy to people that are not in the give-take relationship. Like, you give something and you take something, you give something and you take something. Like, there should be a endless loop that happens within friendships and within relationships in general. I'm not saying everything has to be equal, but I think that if you know what you provide as a person and what you are good at and what you can bring to the table in a relationship, and you're constantly giving that, and the other person is doing the same, then there's just this constant give and take. And we don't have that in relationships, and it's really sad. Especially like where I've grown up. Me and my sister were just talking about this recently, and it's the saddest thing in the world, because I was just kind of realizing, especially the more that I have gotten older and the less amount of friends that I have realized how much so many of my relationships growing up were all based on what people could get from me, or what I could give to them, or who I could connect them to. Because especially in the music industry, which Tennessee, Nashville is very much a part of, and now the film industry, it's all about who you know and how you know them, and who you can connect someone else to. It's very rare that people are friends with people just to actually be friends with them and spend time with them and just enjoy their company. It's extremely sad. And me and my sister were talking about it, and I was kind of realizing that I still have some of those people in my life that are very much energy vampires, and they just kind of show up when they need something, and then I don't hear from them for months, years sometimes at a time. And it's the saddest thing in the world. And I'm just kind of getting to the place where I don't have any time for that. Honestly, I really don't. Like, you know, I love making new friends, and I will of course be nice and be friendly to anyone, but like, if you want to be in my close circle, then be in my close circle and be invested in my life, and, you know, invest your time in me. It's just kind of the theme that's happening. Because with my small business, being a stay-at-home mom, work-from-home mom, doing this YouTube channel, doing my TikTok, my relationship with my husband, my relationship with my family, raising a child, like, my time is precious. It really is. So I'm like not about to waste it on someone that's just gonna steal my energy, because especially these days I am a lot more tired than I usually am. I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. And that's kind of why, as you get older, friendships kind of disappear anyways, because you just start to realize like what is worth investing your time in. And then also with everything that's happened over the last 2 years, I literally became a mother about 2 weeks before everything shut down. So my world was flipped upside down anyways, and it just kind of felt natural. But the people that probably would have stayed out of my life have continued to stay out of my life, because we just don't resonate and vibe anymore. Most of them are not very awake, and I was always the one that was more awake. And I would relate to people on a very like surfacey level because that's where they were at, and that's just not who I am anymore. I just looked at my recording and it said, as soon as I said that, it said 11:11, or it said 1:11, a minute and 11 seconds. Chrising, synchronicities, gotta love them. I've been seeing them everywhere. I don't know about anyone else. Tell me in the comments if you've been seeing synchronicities, because it's been on crack. I don't know how else to say it. It's been like hyper synchronicity numbers lately. Rabbit trail. But yeah, I just have this like really deep feeling that if we all just kind of figured out who our tribe actually is, connected to them, then we'd all be taken care of. You know, like we'd all, like, you know, I have potatoes and someone else has meat, and we give to each other, and we both get something valuable out of the relationship and out of the exchange of energy. And I just feel like where we're going in life and in this new culture that we're kind of creating, that's the direction we should be focused on. Not being all things to all people, but being the best version of yourself that you can be for your close-knit group, for your family, and the people that you are interacting with and connected to on a daily basis. And stop wasting your time and stop wasting your energy. Protect it. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes, a lot of times, and in a lot of ways, I have worked really hard to get to the mindset, the frequency that I'm at now. I couldn't tell you where exactly that is, but it definitely is different from 5 years ago. And I've worked really hard to get to this place, to get to this part of my life where I feel so much more peace about everything, where I trust myself on a level that I never had before, where I actually can talk and express myself freely and openly on the internet without fear of trolls and what people are gonna think of me. It's a beautiful place to be, and I wouldn't trade my journey for anything, or my experiences for anything. But I also am not gonna treat it like it's just gonna come and go. It's precious, it's valuable to me, it's who I am now. And I have a much more stable relationship with myself now. But yeah, just don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy. It's valuable, it's precious. And figure out those that are in your life that really contribute to your life. And not in a just always taking from them, but, you know, you giving, you get. You giving, you get kind of thing. Because no one likes a one-sided relationship. It's not a relationship then. It's an agreement. Anyways, it's time to awaken. Just felt the need to wear this shirt today. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope this resonates with somebody. And the giveaway winner will be announced tomorrow. So stick around for that. And yeah, bye.